into my chest.
Okay.
I mean, do you hear it? I literally have a scratch in my chest where he shoved the gun there.
Okay. Okay. And everybody was, and how many people were standing there when he pulled the gun?
Me.
It was my wife was standing right next to me.
And it was
So he could have very well shot her. My wife was standing right next to me. My daughter that was sick was in his vehicle. My other daughter was going around. There were like 3 or 4 paramedics. By this point, the nurses had came out because the nurses was watching him drag her out of the dadgum ER.
Okay.
So again, there's plenty of witnesses to this.
And it's all recorded. It's on. It's
And
on
it should be
video.
on their security camera as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually, I think if you go to the sheriff's office and get the paperwork, the complaint probably will get filed maybe a little faster. I don't know about faster, but you'll know that it's getting there. You won't have to wonder by filing it by computer. It's up to you either way. But you can definitely go, if you can't find it online, you can definitely come there to the sheriff's office and do it. But it's on the sheriff's office website. The way you can file the form of complaint.
Okay, well we definitely will be doing that.
And you said you got your daughter some treatment in Carrollton County?
Yes.
Okay, well that's good. That's the most important thing. I think, like I said, and I'm not trying to justify the situation because I wasn't there, but I think it was a miscommunication between you guys and MHMR.
Well,
I think that's the biggest. I think if they would have explained to you guys, y'all would have said, no, we'll take her ourselves.
And that's true, and I will deal with HMHR on that point. But again, the officer also could have took his time to explain that when he got there. He also could have took his time to say, hey, this is the way to process. Now, if y'all want to do something different, you can. But this is our procedure or whatever. And we could have told him, well, no, we'll take her ourselves. We could have, if he'd have given us that option, we'd have taken it.
Well, let me ask you this. Did MHMR ever ask y'all, would y'all be willing to take her home and insure her safe?
No, they didn't. They said that in order for her to go to the hospital, that deputy had to come get her.
Yeah.
That's not.
And that's on video as well.
That's on video, and then that's on them because that's what they told us.
My question to you is that when y'all took her to Carrollton County, did a deputy take her to Carrollton County?
Nope.
Somebody can voluntarily sign into a hospital.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the reason why we called because people refuse to sign into the hospital.
Well, okay, this wasn't that case.
So usually when we go and get people who don't want to go, we usually end up fighting with.
They said.
But again, sir, that wasn't this. Every case is not the same. It's up to that officer to come and address what the situation is he's in. There was no.
He got his information. I don't know what was going through his mind, so I'm not gonna Monday morning quarterback the way he did it or how he handled it. One way or the other. What I will say first and foremost is I should have said this at the beginning, but I want to allow you to voice your opinion. I'm so sorry that y'all had to go through this experience. And to answer your question, yes, I do. I have 3 children. And to answer the next question, I got 20 years of MHMR's experience. I've had a person with MHMR disabilities live with my wife and myself. I know each and every person is different. Personalities are different. And I got 9 and 8 investigators, and all of them handle things differently. There are some things that maybe he should have handled differently, yes. There are some things that he did that are policy, whether we agree with them or not, yes. But the most important thing is that you get to voice your opinion and file the form of complaint, and the investigation to go forward. All the videotape will be pulled. Everything will be, printed out, and we'll look at everything. And what I'll do is once I get all the information, I'll pass it on to my captain. I'll give it to my captain, and from there they'll decide what to do with it. Okay,
that's all we can ask for, sir. And again, my anger, my frustration is not with you. I know you doing your job.
I understand. I've been doing this about 25 years. You're not talking to me. You're talking to the uniform, and that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to be frustrated. If you didn't care about your daughter, that would bother me.
Yeah. I just again.
Times when I go to a situation and I know this is me. When I go and when I was on call, when I would go and take somebody and I felt like it was going to be a misunderstanding, I would explain the process. And what I would always do is make sure the family was away when I got the person and place them in the vehicle. Once I place them in the vehicle, I go get the family and say, hey, come and talk to them. I'm going to tell you where they're going, and we go from there. And I explain to them, hey, I have to put these handcuffs on. You're not going to jail. You're not under arrest. They call me. I'm taking you to a hospital. And, you go from there. There's a lot of things that, we can say should have been done, could have been done. I think, y'all's emotion was running high. You're concerned about your daughter and seeing her this way. And by you having other experiences with your other children with mental health disabilities, they probably been mistreated by the system and the mental health system because they have a lot of time. And you felt like your daughter was being victimized. And like I said, I'm not going to, defend. I wasn't there. So I can't defend it one way or the other, and that's not my job to defend it. My job is to look at what happened and see what was wrong, and if it's a violation, if he did a violation, then I command staff, and if it goes to the internal affairs or wherever it goes to, they'll handle that. So I don't pass out the punishment. I gather the information, and I pass it along. That's what I do.
Yes, sir. That's fair enough.
So if you cannot get it to work online, call my office number tomorrow, and we'll figure out a way to get the paperwork to you or get you to the office or whichever way, however you want to, you want to have it done. I will also try to find out who you can speak to directly about the policies and procedures of the sheriff's office.
Yes, and I've already spoken with HMHR as well, and so I filed a complaint with them. I've let them know the exact same thing.
Yeah, we're a separate entity from them. They're the mental health authority in Denton County, but we work for the sheriff's office here in Denton County, and that's what we do. This unit been around, I think, since 1985 or 89. Been around quite some time. Like I say, we're human. Sometimes we should slow down and say, hey, let's take a breath, whichever way, on both sides. And I understand you not having understanding when you're your daughter. I completely understand that. I understand that. So, like I said, I want to apologize again on the investigator more, and more importantly, the sheriff's office. And I hate that you had to, you guys had a bad experience, with our investigator. And I'm gonna do everything I can. We don't sweep it under the rug. We don't do those games here at the sheriff's office.
Okay, well, like I said, I just want to make sure the right thing is done here, because that. If you can't get that complaint online, feel free to call me back, and I'll make sure I'll get that information to you. If you have any kind of questions, just let us know. Yes, sir, I will.
All
right, thank you.
All right, goodbye.
Today is June 8th, and it is 7 p.m., and that was with the supervisor
of the Dallas County, Denton County Behavioral Health Division.
The investigators.
Yes.